Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Riverbend Springs. So we already have a truck of wood waiting for unloading. I did kind of sleep in because the driver said he's gonna be here at around 6 to 7 a.m. and I overslept my alarm clock. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, take it away. It's quite different if you don't have animals on your farm, because if I would have cattle or any other high maintenance breed of animals, I would definitely be up this time in the morning. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna signal him to go in and then we'll unload. Alright, so we got 31,000 liters or around there, and the price went up a bit. It's 1,753 per 1,000 liters, so I'm gonna have to send him, or the loggers, $54,368, $369 for that matter. So yeah, let me go sort that out. And in the meantime, here we go. It will be a bank transfer, so there's no need for him to stick around for that. But yeah, I am still not completely sure. Nope, this is the wrong room. Here's the office. Yeah, I'm still not completely sure if it's worth buying trees or wood for the operation, but on the other hand, if you look out the window, I have so many materials just waiting. So I guess it is worth it, but I'm just not selling anything at the moment. Okay, in any case, let me sort this out. And then I need to tend to the to the wood beam delivery for the playground. So yeah, stick around. Well, the money sent away, and now it's time to get some money back. So as usual, I'm gonna simply load up the logs. Not the logs. I keep messing this word up. Oh look, we have another pallet of furniture to take away. Okay, so I have to sort this out also, but we have 6 pallets of wood beams. And I'm gonna take them. This fulfills half of the order of our of the foreman from the playground construction. So 6 pallets, and we need to deliver 12. So as usual, this isn't gonna be anything new, anything you wouldn't have seen by now. So I'm simply gonna load all the wood beams in probably a time lapse or a sped up video. Because there's only so much you can watch before you get bored, I think. I'm gonna leave a bit of space because I have stuff lying around, and it's probably gonna be easier to go with the forklift through this and then load it up. So everything is now securely strapped down. Now I need to take it all away, and I do want to make a stop at that construction of the house, the barn dominium. I want to see the progress. What are they building? And since it was a round foundation shape, I really think it's gonna be some sort of unique building, something you don't usually see. In any case, I have also been invited to a house down by the lake where the restaurant is, the floating restaurant, and that's my evening plan. So until then I still have to find something good to do. I might check up on some friends, see if they need any help with anything. Even though I am quite tired still from the last night's adventure, where I had to, well, basically sleep in the tractor for, what was that, 8 hours, 6 hours. Because the harvester was so slow. But it was interesting to watch the process of harvesting those green beans for Walter, because that machine looks like a spaceship going up and down on the field, especially at night when all the lights are on, and it was a nice clear night. So yeah, it was impressive to watch. And how does this look like? Is there anything new? It's so interesting to watch things develop and progress, you know. When I first came here, it was only, well, a bare plateau, nothing of it. I think this is gonna be okay if I park right here. So something's gonna get built. There are a lot of construction, well, I don't know how they are called. Not a stage, even though it looks like a stage. Anyway, let me get this off and we'll continue shortly. Okay, so another 36,000 paid for the wood. And I still need to deliver the same amount once more, so another 6 pallets of wood beams. And since I don't really need much of in place of long planks, oh, look at that. This is new. Since I don't really need any planks, long planks for that matter at the moment, I might stop the production of that and just use up all the wood that's in the sawmill for production of wood beams, because we are completely out of wood beams at the moment. On the other hand, I could bring some materials here to my toy maker. I think it's all out of materials, yeah. we're all out of it. And this toy looks like it's almost built. Not much more missing until it's done. And that would give us another 90 grand. But at the moment there are no buyers. And this is why the workshop is stagnant and it's not working. Alright, so let's go. Let's go see what's up at the barn dominium. And luckily it's not a long drive. It's actually a very short drive from there to here. Okay, and just one more bend and we are here. What is this? Okay. Well, it is gonna be a living space, that's for sure, because look at all the walls. Maybe it's gonna be an office. No, I doubt it. Probably gonna be a house. It could be an office. Yeah, I'm jumping over the fence like a proper creep. Okay. It has an interesting shape. Kind of looks like one of those concrete printed houses, you know, when they put a machine and the machine like a 3D printer prints a house. Right. I'm gonna call the foreman and I'm gonna ask him if he needs anything, because at the moment there's no one here. And then I will see you back at my place, and if anything needs delivering I will simply put it on the truck and trailer and take it here. Right, so the construction foreman said that he needs 2 pallets of long planks, otherwise he is all set. So I will provide that for him, but in the meantime my truck has stalled. Now this is worrying, but I guess it's gonna need a thorough service. I don't know if there's something in the diesel here, or I just bought bad fuel, or what's wrong, but my vehicles keep stalling after some time, and when I change the filters it all works as it should again. So that's yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, you know, that would upset any people here in the county. But I guess there is an issue with the fuel here. It might have debris in, it might have water in. That was an issue, I remember, a long time ago. Well, not so long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. Where the water was condensating in the fuel tanks in the gas station near my home. Which meant that when you pumped out water, because water and gasoline don't really mix, as I have been told. In any case, yeah, the engines did struggle a bit, because it nevertheless changes the chemical structure of the gasoline or diesel. So that's one thing that's not good if you have water in your fuel tank. And the other is that it may hasten the process of rust. So, you know, when your engine is not running, especially if it's not running for longer periods of time, all the oil that has been lubricating the engine actually flows down because of gravity. You know, this is a fairly natural phenomenon, and when that oil is all off the walls of your cylinders, it can, if you have water vapors or if you have any moisture inside the engine, it can start the process of rusting your piston sleeves. It's not common, but it happens. And this is why, if you have an engine, internal combustion engine, that you're not using for a longer period of time, it's actually very advisable to start it up every now and then, every 2 weeks, for example, to keep the engine lubricated. I am neglecting this with this Massey-Ferguson, I will be honest, and with a motorcycle, this is also a thing that you should be doing, maybe, I don't know, you have to decide for yourself. It also depends on the level of air moisture that is present in your country or in your area where you are storing your vehicle. Yeah, so a bit of technicalities, but you know what, if you take care of your machines will take care of you. So I guess that when I return home, I am gonna do a service on my truck and keep it in tip-top shape, because it's my, well, main transport vehicle. I can do without it. I do have the trailer, I do have the tractors that can pull said trailer, but nothing beats the comfort and the carrying capacity of this one, at least not in my vehicle roster. So yeah, gotta take loving care of it. Okay, and well, school bus. Nope. Alrighty. So now, if I remember correctly, this is, yeah, you can see the tire marks I made when I was through here previously. This is a very soft ground, and it's better to load or unload things on the harder ground. I'm simply gonna use this builder or instructor. Just fold it up. Alright. Good, good, good. So I think the ground in front of this construction site is gonna have to be not rearranged, but exchanged for something else when the time to move in comes, because if you live on a sandy area like this, it's gonna be obnoxious, you know. Your vehicles are gonna get... Let's put this down over here, maybe a bit more forward. Yeah, your area of life, I mean, your vehicles will get dirty, and you will carry sand into your home, which is of course not something you want to do. It's not a beach to have sand in your house. Yeah, look at that. This is completely inappropriate. Okay, and the work continues. So I will tell him, and I need to get paid for these 2 planks. They will put it in my bank account directly. And now I shall return home. I think I'm gonna make myself a proper lunch today. Something home cooked. And it's just the right time to start cooking. So I can have my lunch at noon, or maybe a bit later on. Are you hungry yet? Yeah, talking about lunch. If you're hungry, I do apologize because I am making it worse for you. Ooh, I have fed myself properly. Yum yum. In any case, I have left the truck in the garage for it to cool down. And look at that, we already have another pallet of wood beams. I did leave the plank production, the long plank production running, because I can always sell them to the wagon maker. So yeah, all good. Now, time to get my hands dirty. I gotta take apart the engine of this truck, at least the underside, to let the oil out, change the oil, change the filters, change the fuel filter. So yeah, I have my work cut out for me, and I will be back when it's all sorted out. Alright, I'm done. So the repairs on this truck, let me put some lights on. The repairs on this truck cost me 1,116. You would not probably believe, but you might believe the most expensive thing is the engine oil. Why? Okay, so yeah, no use in complaining, it needed doing. And I will leave the truck right here. I don't need it for anything today. And I will go back inside, wash up, and then I'm gonna take a trip to the restaurant, or the house next to the restaurant. And I'm gonna have myself a date. Yep, you heard that right. I've met a girl, and I'm gonna go there and have a nice... Oh, look at that deer. Gonna have a nice dinner evening. I don't know what the plan is. We might go to the boat restaurant, but otherwise, yeah. Okay, let's go inside and let's get ready. Alrighty, so it's evening time. I'm all ready and dressed. I will go with the bike. Let me set it up so I can ride it. Alrighty. And we'll see you down at the place. Alright, and I believe this is the house. I don't want to drive into the living room with the bike, of course. Of course. I'm not that obnoxious. In any case, yeah. Let's see what's up. Well, it was a very, very nice talk. And we had dinner. We spoke a lot about living in the countryside, because she has lived here for all her life, and look at how beautiful this is. Let me turn the lights off so we can appreciate the romance. Anyway, yeah, she has been here for all her life, and she says it's a quaint living, and she loves it like this, and I must agree. This really is a beautiful place to be, with the moon shining and everything. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and we'll continue next time. Take care, and goodbye.